There's just so many teeny little things that can add or stunt your landing page conversions. It's so weird how a short piece of text or where you put your what we call CTA button can multiply the conversions you see. And thankfully, there's so much research that supports this too, so it's not just speculation. So in this video, we are going to look at a case study, and I'm going to walk you through it so that maybe you can kind of get the idea of how you can fix up your own landing page. And by the time we end this video, you'll find some practical ideas that you can use when you're creating or fixing up your funnel. So we're just going to find something broken, fix it right there, then move to the next thing. So you can literally pause this video, go fix that thing on your page, come back, and keep going. Okay, enough talk, let's get started. Okay, so picture this. So you land on a business coaching page. First thing you see is a headline that says, "Welcome to Premier Business Solutions, your partner in success." Cool, yeah. Okay. Except, what does that even mean? Below that, there's like 4 paragraphs. Company history, the founder's story, their mission statement. All good stuff, but nobody came here for a bedtime story. Then you scroll and boom, 6 different services. Strategy, leadership, team building, finance, marketing, operations. Each one has its own little learn more button. There's a stock photo somewhere in there. You know the one. People in suits shaking hands, very professional, very 2015. And way down at the bottom, there's a contact form asking for 8 different pieces of info. Oh, and there's 0 client testimonials, no results, no proof you're actually good at what you do. This is most service business pages, like stereotypically. I'm sure you've seen a lot of these kinds of pages, but all of these don't work. They were never great in the first place, but now in this era, you just can't expect anything from these kinds of landing page. So obviously these kinds of landing pages don't convert. Now let's fix it. So that headline, "Welcome to Premier Business Solutions, your partner in success." Here's the thing. Your headline has one job. Tell people if they're in the right place or not. That's it. And this headline could literally be for a software company, a consulting firm, a marketing agency, or a motivational speaker. It actually doesn't say anything really. So how can we make this maybe a little less cringe? Well, let me just point out that it would have been so much easier if we knew the exact service that this person is offering, and if we had a lot more details about who their ideal customer is, and what pain points we're solving with all of this. Today, we're not going to go into too many details about who the ideal customer is, but I'm sure you kind of get my point here. I made a whole video about how creating a customer avatar can be super helpful when you're trying to increase your conversions. But for now, we're just going to assume that they are a work performance optimization business. They help their clients get the best out of their performance. But no matter which service you're into, you will want to stick around because everything we discuss here still applies to you. Alright, so our fake company helps people with work performance optimization. It's a classic case. They have a real skill, but their messaging is completely invisible. So let's take that headline and give it the CPR it desperately needs. Instead of, "Welcome to Premier Business Solutions, your partner in success." What if the new headline was this? "Scale your service business profitably without becoming a slave to it." See what just happened there? Instant clarity. We immediately know who this is for. Service business owners who want to grow. We know what they'll get. Profitable scaling. And most importantly, we hit on their biggest pain point. The fear of burning out and being chained to their business. Anyone feeling that pain is immediately leaning in thinking, yes, that's me, you get it. But that's just one angle. The beauty of a specific headline is that you can aim it at different, specific problems. Maybe your ideal client's biggest issue isn't scaling yet. It's just feeling completely overwhelmed right now. You could try a headline focused on a tangible outcome like, "The operations system to reclaim 10+ hours a week." Boom. It's not a vague promise of success. It's a concrete result. More time. You're not selling coaching, you're selling weekends back. You're selling the freedom to actually pick their kids up from school. That's a powerful emotional hook. Or maybe their problem is that they're the bottleneck. They can't grow because they have to do everything themselves. The headline could be, "Finally delegate with confidence. We build the processes that let your team thrive." Again, this speaks directly to a specific fear, the fear of letting go and having things fall apart. This headline tells them you solve that exact problem. It builds trust because you're showing you understand their struggle on a deep level. The pattern here is simple. Your headline needs to answer at least 2 of these 3 questions. Who are you talking to? What specific result will they get? What pain are you taking away? That generic one we started with answered 0. But these new ones answer all 3. Okay, this is your first pause point. Literally, pause this video. Go open your landing page in another tab and read your headline out loud. Is it telling a specific person they're in the right place, or is it generic corporate fluff? Take 5 minutes and try to write a new one using that formula. Who plus result plus pain point. Go on, do it now. All right, welcome back. So you've got a killer headline that grabs the right person's attention and makes them feel understood. That's a huge win. But what's the next thing they see? Usually, it's a bit more text and then a button. And that little button is the next place where most landing pages completely fall apart. Let's talk about your call to action. Okay, so you know that learn more button on your landing page or your website? Problem number 2, your button is weak and confusing. So on our broken example page, you scroll down and you finally see a button. What does it say? Learn more. I'm sorry, but that is the weakest button in the history of buttons. Learn more is the marketing equivalent of asking someone, what do you want to do? And they just shrug and say, I don't know, what do you want to do? It tells me nothing. Learn more about what? What happens when I click it? Do I get a PDF? Do I book a call? Am I about to get a sales pitch? I have no idea, so I'm not going to click it. It's too much of a mystery. Let's fix it right now. The rule is simple. Your button text must complete the sentence, I want to... Think about it. I want to book my free strategy call. I want to download the growth roadmap. I want to get my free quote. See? Now I know exactly what I'm getting. There's no mystery. It's a clear action with a clear outcome. And another thing, if your only button is hiding way down at the bottom of the page, you're basically playing hide and seek with your own money. Most people spend the vast majority of their time at the top of your page. If they have to go on a treasure hunt to find your button, they'll just leave. Okay, pause. Point number 2. Go look at your page. What does your main button say? Is it a vague submit or a specific get my free checklist? And where is it? You need one right near the top, under your new headline. Go fix the text and move that button up. Do it now. Okay, so this is just by the way. Each time I say that you guys should go and do it now, I'm kinda a little concerned that you guys would just close this tab and call it a day. If you're not exactly ready to start doing it, it's fine. You can just come back to it later. But sometimes it's just better to knock it out of your to-do list quickly. Problem number 3. I have 0 reason to trust you. All right, your headline is sharp, your button is crystal clear. Someone is interested. But now their brain is asking a new, very important question. Can I actually trust this person? On our stereotypical page, there's nothing. No testimonials, no case studies, no client logos. It's a ghost town. Look, you're asking for someone's email, their time, and eventually their money. You have to give them a reason to believe you're the real deal. Here's how we fix this. We're going to add proof. And I don't mean those lame, they were great to work with, 5 stars, testimonials. Nobody believes those. We need results. We need a story. Imagine reading this instead. Before working with Sarah, I was putting out fires 60 hours a week. After just 6 months, we automated our client intake. Our revenue is up 40%, and I finally took my first real vacation in 3 years. Boom. Put a name, a business, and a photo next to that. That's not a testimonial, that's a transformation. That's what builds trust. Also, if you have data, use it. Helped over 200 service businesses is way more powerful than helped thousands of businesses. If the first one is true, honesty and specificity sell. You know what's coming. Pause the video. Your mission is to find 3 results-focused testimonials. Dig through your old emails, your text messages, your project notes. Find quotes where clients talk about a specific before and after. Add them to your page, preferably right near your call to action buttons so people see the proof right before you ask them to click. Go find your proof. Problem number 4. Your page is secretly broken. Okay, your page is now clear, compelling, and trustworthy. But there's an invisible killer that can destroy all your hard work before anyone even reads a single word. I'm talking about page speed and how your site looks on a phone. If your page takes longer than 3 seconds to load, people are gone. They've already bounced back to Google and clicked on your competitor. And if your page looks all janky and broken on their phone, game over. Since over half of your visitors are probably on a phone, this isn't a small thing, it is everything. So how can you fix this really quickly? First your images are probably way too big. That giant hero image at the top, it doesn't need to be 5 megabytes. Go to a free website called tinypng.com. Upload your images and it'll shrink the file size without making them look like garbage. This one thing can cut your load time in half. Second, do this with me right now. Pull out your phone. Actually do it. Type in your website address. How fast does it load? Can you read the text without pinching and zooming? Are the buttons easy to tap with your thumb? If it's annoying for you, it's a deal breaker for a potential client. This is your final fix-it pause. Go compress your main images on TinyPNG and pull up your site on your phone. If it's slow or looks weird, that is your #1 priority to fix. A beautiful page that doesn't load is a useless page. Look, the truth is that there are so many landing pages that fail. Not because you're bad at business or because your service sucks. They fail because of tiny fixable mistakes that pile up. A vague headline, a hidden button, no proof, and a slow page. Each one is a leak. Together, they sink the ship. What we did today wasn't magic, obviously. We just replaced vague promises with specific outcomes. We replaced confusion with clarity. We replaced doubt with proof. That's the whole game. And if you're thinking, but I'm not a tech person, good news. Everything we just did requires zero coding. This is just rewriting text and dragging blocks around in whatever page builder you use. Squarespace, Lead Pages, WordPress, it doesn't matter. If you can write an email, you can do this. Now, does this replace a professional copywriter and what they can do for you? No, absolutely not. But if you want presentable messaging on your website or landing page, just try this out. Okay? If you went through this and want a checklist to make sure you've plugged all these leaks on your own site, I made one for you. It's my 5-minute funnel fix checklist that walks you through these exact steps so you can spot the problems fast. It's completely free, and the link is right there in the description. And if you want a second pair of eyes on this, and you want me to personally audit your landing page just like we did in this video, I do offer detailed page audits. I'll send you back a video breaking down exactly what to fix and in what order. That link is also in the description. Either way, don't let these simple fixes stand between you and your next great client. You're too good at what you do for that. Thanks for fixing along with me. This has been Rita with ClicksandThings.com. See you in the next one.